Can you ride an airplane?
Yeah. I
Wow.
can. Yeah. So you're like,
Yeah.
is it me? You know, that kind of. I was like, am I in the air? I was like, that kind of feeling. But
Can you tell us an estimated amount of what you're paying for this particular course? Okay, guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Adabeke. If you are seeing my face for the first time on your screen, hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for being supportive. Your girl is highly grateful. Here, I still have my wonderful guests, our Aviator. If you're watching this video, I think you have to watch my last video for you to understand everything about this video. So let's get it. So there, in my last video, I asked if you are able to ride an airplane, and your answer was
yeah.
you can ride an
Yeah, I
airplane.
can fly. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So can you tell us your first experience ever riding an airplane? Like, how did you feel? Were you like nervous? Were you like, were you happy? Were you nervous? Like, were you tense? Like, can you tell us your experience?
Um, it was such a mixture of feelings, like different feelings. There's this nervousness, there's this joy, there's this wow factor. You're like,
Yeah.
is it me? You know, that kind of. I was like, am I in the air? I was like, that kind of feeling. But again, the first flight is usually the most important flight because I feel my theory is that's when you know if you're meant to be a pilot or not. You know,
Yeah.
that first takeoff, that first feeling. Being a pilot is fun. It's a prestigious, career. It's a job where people respect you a lot. It's a job where you have this different people looking up to you. You just get this, cool vibes from people. It's a job people want to do, but you don't really know what's involved until that first flight. Whatever you feel, then if you feel good about it, you would just know deep down. You just
Yeah,
know this is what I can do.
Yeah.
For years to come, for more than 10, 20 years, I can do this. But you also realize if you can or cannot do it. So
On that first
on that
flight.
first flight, I think that's where you know what's up there.
Okay, so there is this video I saw on the internet where someone like they're celebrating a guy that had his first flight. They were like pouring water on him, like
Okay.
so. I don't know, did they do that to you, or can you tell us what was that?
Okay, that's not his first flight. That's pretty much his first solo flight.
Okay,
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the meaning of solo flights? I don't know.
So for first flight, of course, you. Let me just backtrack and explain a little bit. So you start your training with a ground school where you do the theoretical part of things. You start with private pilot license. So
Yeah.
you do your ground school for PPL, which is private pilot, and then after that you learn how to fly with a simulator. Yeah, so you have some simulator hours. After the simulator, you then progress to actual flight with a flight instructor because you don't know how to fly yet, so they can't let you be the
Yeah.
only one up there. Yeah, so you do a lot of hours with your flight instructor until he sees that you have accommodated,
Can do that.
yeah, you have accumulated the required number of hours, and you are capable of doing of it has gotten to a point whereby he would release you on your first solo flight. So the first solo flight is pretty much a flight where it's just you and you alone on the aircraft without the flight instructor
Yeah.
getting involved. So yeah, that's where, and it's a tradition in most part of the world to pour water on you.
Yeah, I saw they were celebrating the guy was like
Yeah, so you
so
get poured water, and then
yeah.
there's some places whereby they mix things in the water. So the more mixtures you get, the more you're being liked by the maintenance people, by your instructors. But some people don't go that far. They just pour just water on you. So, and water is pretty much a part of the aviation culture, because if you've probably seen videos whereby an airplane is being showered with water. I don't know if you've come across
Oh,
that. Yeah, okay, so there are some videos where you would see an airplane on the runway taxiing, and then there'll be like hoses of water being sprinkled on the airplane. So pretty much just new airplanes, or maybe there's just an opening ceremony, or the airplane's last flight. So we just have a tradition with water in aviation in general.
okay, so Was your first flight local or international? Of course, it should be local.
Yeah, it's I'm still in the learning
Then,
process, so
yeah.
I still just fly the smaller training airplanes, which are the Cessnas 152, 172 that I use for training. I haven't gotten to the point where I have to fly the bigger 787, 737, but I've worked on them as an engineer,
Yeah.
so I'm still getting to where I would work on the bigger planes as a pilot.
My dear, I see where you
Yeah.
Okay, so far so good. I've heard a lot about this course. So can you tell us an estimated amount
Okay.
of what you're paying for this particular course?
Okay, so I since I started two different things, which is engineering and flying, I would go with engineering first. So for engineering, I would pretty much say a rough estimate. You should expect to spend about 1,500 to 2,000 USD a semester.
A semester.
Yeah, that's for engineering. That's the rough estimate. It could be more, it could be less. It depends on
For this country,
yeah,
Philippines.
Philippines, which is really cheap, really really cheap. Philippines is one of the cheapest places you could. I wouldn't say cheap. I would say affordable. One of the most affordable places where you could
Yeah.
study aerospace engineering. Also, with flying, Philippines is pretty much one of the most affordable places where you could fly.
So how many years course?
So for engineering, it's 5 years. Yeah, but you could do 4.5 now because Philippines has pretty much changed their curriculum. So when I came in, it was 5 years, but now you could do 4.5. Yeah.
So you have to pay like 1,500 to $2,000.
Yeah.
US dollars. You guys
A semester, yeah.
per semester.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'm coming from the perspective of a foreign student, because for the locals, they don't have like some foreign fee attached to their, yeah.
okay, yeah.
So I'm coming from the perspective. Then for flying, there isn't an addition for foreign. It's just the same. Say from 0 to 80 PL. That's from zero to you going as far as your commercial to being a commercial pilot and stuff like that. From zero, we call it 0 to 80 PL.
Yeah.
You should expect to spend roughly around 50 to 60K USD. Yeah. Or let's say 45 to 60,000 US dollars. Yeah.
So I remove my mic. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. Let's like for the sake of my viewers and for the sake of some aspirants that would want to study your course. So you said engineering here in Philippines
Yeah.
is a 5 years course
Yeah.
and rough estimation of like 10,000 US dollars for that 5 years, right?
Yeah.
So for aviation, can you give us a rough estimation for aviation course?
Yeah, for flying, like I said, it's around 45. Let me say 45 because some schools charge differently. Depends on which school you're going to. They have like a different fee. So let's say roughly from 45,000 to 60,000 US.
How many years, please?
It depends on your ability to learn fast, but let's say roughly within 2 years you could be done. Yeah.
Okay, I will within 2 years for the aspirants to study aviation, that's flying,
Yeah, piloting.
piloting.
Yeah.
45 roughly an estimated amount of roughly 45 to 60,000 US dollars. So and it depends on your ability to learn faster,
Yeah.
but let's just say 2 years.
Yeah.
So are you just going to pay this $60
No,
at once or installment?
No, it's an installment for sure. And like I said, it's from 0 to 80 PL. So the programs are being cut. Depends on the licenses. You could just do like a private pilot license only. And maybe you just want to be a private pilot where you just fly you, your friends, your family around. You could just do that only. And that could cost you around 10,000 to 11,000. Depends. I forgot to mention the tuition could vary, depends on the cost of fuel. Yeah, it has a huge impact on how much we pay. So if you're lucky and the fuel price goes down, your tuition reduces a lot. But if you're not lucky and you're studying where the fare price is high, your tuition goes higher.
So you guys are indirectly paying for fuel.
Yeah, we pretty much, so our tuition is broken down into the fuel used for flight, renting of the aircraft, and you're paying for the flight instructor's time. Yeah, so that's pretty much what you're paying. So if fuel goes down, your tuition goes down and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh my god, guys.
Yeah.
This is wonderful. Like,
Oh, you did ask if it's been paid in installment. So, like I was saying, the different phases of this course. So you could break it down, and then even within those phases, like for my school, even with PPL, you get to pay into four, I think 3 or 4 installments. So let's say, for example, private pilot license is 10,000 USD. It gets broken into like 3 to 4 installments. Yeah. So.
okay, so far, can you, like, I know, like, in this video there are some people that will have lots of questions, like how would they get to enroll for the school? So is it like, can they enroll online, or would they have to go through an agent or something? What do you have to tell about the aspirants out there that would want to study this particular course here in Philippines? Like, is it hard, and how would they, like, enroll or something? How would they, like?
Well, it's challenging, but I don't like to use the word hard.
No, of course, all courses, even
Yeah.
the nursing say why they do self, no, no kuku easy. So
Don't ever have it in your mind that anything is going to be easy for you.
nothing is easy in this world.
Nothing good is easy.
To make the money self no easy.
Yeah, so it's challenging for sure, but you're capable. That's the first thing I would say. Anyone is capable as long as you work hard for it. And then when it comes to enrollment, the requirements to being a pilot or getting into flying school are really easy actually. A lot of people have this misconception. You just need to have your levels result, your secondary or high school, WAEC, NECO, whatever. You just need to have you need to be a graduate of secondary school, and then you need to have a good English command. Yeah, you have to be good in speaking English. Those are pretty much the things that the most important things vital ones that you need. And then you have to be healthy. Yeah, because you get checked a lot. You need a medical certificate. So you get it checked before you could start flying. You also need to have zero criminal records. That's another one that is checked. Yeah, so just make sure you check all these things. You could actually go to, if you're in Nigeria, you could actually go to an aviation certified doctor where you can have yourself checked to see if you are qualified. Yeah, you're qualified to be a pilot. Check those things first before you start paying for anything, so you don't spend your money and then discover you can't do it. So after you have those requirements, you can contact the school. You could pretty much just email the school. Yeah, but
They make it easier.
they make it easy. Like, you just email the school and they would get back to you, because the enrollment is quite easy. They'll just check your requirements, they'll check if you're good to go, and then you can enroll. So, but if you find it difficult, knowing the requirements to get into a country like Philippines, you could go through an agent. You could contact the school and then go through an agent for the migration process. But getting admission is pretty much easy. You could just contact the school. Also, to make things a lot easier, I actually started up an aviation consulting company. So my company is just a few months old. It's CAC registered. It's a limited liability company in Nigeria.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
It is. I mean, there are a lot of people, when I went viral, there are a lot of people who bombarded me with questions on how to do this, what is required, blah, blah, blah. A lot of questions. So I knew I had to do something about it. So I started that up to help people who want to go into aviation, not just flying, not just engineering. Oh, do you know there's a course in aviation that has to do with nursing?
Really?
Yeah, see, a lot of people don't know that we have nurses who are like in-flight nurses. So it's
Maybe I'll have to switch.
yeah. So a lot of people don't know how wide of the aviation industry is. So this is pretty much what my company does. Show you the different job opportunities that are in aviation, how to go about them, and also to check what aviation cost is for you. It's an expensive field, so you have to be really careful. You need people
not
to
to
talk to.
waste your
Yeah, so that's pretty much what my company does. So if you really want to get into this course, you can contact her or contact me, and I
Yeah.
will, just help you out with the consultation.
So the thing there is, if you have any question to ask regarding this particular course, you can like say it on the comment section.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be waiting right there for you. So, I'm really glad to have you here. Like, let's say it's an honor or it's my pleasure. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
thank you
glad to
so
have you.
much.
Thank you very much. So, I really appreciate for your time and for your effort to make this work. So, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And please, guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time seeing my face on your screen, please. And if you've not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel and you're watching, that's bad now. That's bad. So subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and then turn on your post notification bell to be notified whenever I post videos. And please share to reach other people.
Yeah.
Like, and then let's know your thoughts about this video.
You should
So-
also tell them to follow you on Facebook.
Yes, follow me on Facebook at Adabeke. Yeah, Adabeke. You'll be seeing more of this. So guys, thank you guys. Bye.
Bye.